Welcome back into the Sports Source, the segment brought to you by Topoco Lodge. Rooms, suites, even on-site cabins. Take your pick when you stay at the Topoco Lodge. A true resort experience, folks, just 60 miles from Knoxville. Visit Topoco.com today and set up your visit. The Topoco Lodge, where adventure meets sanctuary. Whichever way you want to take it, you can do it. If you're looking to get away from it all, perfect place. If you're looking to get up there and do a little kayaking, biking, hiking in a mountain setting, they've got it, the Topoco Lodge. All right. It came out yesterday that Avina Westbrook, Lady Vols, we knew she was going to be transferring. We all assumed she's transferring. She also made the comment at the end of the season that might need to be changes made with the coaching staff, which we talked about on this show. I wasn't a fan of the 20-year-old player saying that about people whose lives are involved, jobs are involved. She's now transferring to UConn, of all places. That's pretty interesting. We were talking about Kyrie Irving possibly looking at moving from the Celtics to the Lakers. That's akin to this. Would have been more so if UT had held up its end of the bargain and continued to win at the UConn level. But I was trying to think, in terms of villains and villainy, moving players or coaches, I mean, where does that rank in terms of UT folks? I can't think of a player who's transferred to a rival like that. Not a player that was as highly recruited as Westbrook was. And in terms of coaching, Doug Dickey left you for Florida. Lane Kiffin left you, and that made people mad. You didn't go to a rival. You wound up going to Alabama. Butch Jones. This is on a different par. I don't know that we've seen anything. Am I forgetting anyone here?
Not in. I've racked my brain trying to think of an athlete of Westbrook's caliber, and I can't. I can think of some, non-revenue sports where it's happened. A couple of basketball, football, but nothing to the level of her caliber of play.
Yeah, I think we'd have to maybe stretch the conversation a little bit, and if you take it to the recruiting trail, guys who have been committed to come to Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Chris Leak at quarterback, he goes to Florida. His brother was at Tennessee, C.J. Leak. Chris Sims going to Texas, maybe those would come to mind. There have been some local that have decided to leave, and that will always irk Tennessee fans. So right. I think if you go to the recruiting trail, that's where fans have found their player villains most often.
I mean, this would be like a player on the men's team transferring to Kentucky. I mean, in terms of it's inside the conference versus out of the conference, but yeah. Tennessee and UConn are special. And the interesting thing, UConn and Tennessee, as you reminded me before this, they're now scheduled to play again this year, at UConn this year, and then back in Knoxville next year. I don't know if she's going to be eligible this year, but if she's still around the year after, and she should be at UConn,
she would be back here in Knoxville.
Back here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the reception.
Yeah. Not great.
Not good.
No, not good. But does anything? Tennessee fans hated Steve Spurrier because he was from the state, and he also gigged them constantly. I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody getting a standing ovation. That's what she'll get. They'll be booing left and right.
Penny Hardaway's not going to get a very warm welcome coming in next year.
True.
Yeah, and so a lot of the villain stories are coaching, I think, not players.
So Eli Wolf going to Georgia isn't going to be in this conversation.
Tommy Townsend going to Florida.
Let's see how he does.
Drew Richmond, USC.
Yeah, that's right. All right. When we come back, how are things going on the recruiting trail? I'm going to get a quick update, football, basketball from these guys. Come on back on the Sports Source.